Good evening. Former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has spoken for the first time since it was revealed police are investigating SNP's finances, and she says it has been traumatic. She says she had no prior warning of officers turning up on her doorstep to arrest her husband and search their home and then SNP headquarters.
Nicola Sturgeon was back in the Scottish Parliament for the first time since these Police Scotland searches. Political editor Colin Beattie is there. So, Colin, what was Nicola Sturgeon saying?
Well, it's become pretty common now over the last few weeks that every time a senior SNP politician walks through the Scottish Parliament, they get doorstepped by the media. Today, it was Nicola Sturgeon's turn. She said that it's not been the easiest times over the last few weeks. You'll remember that the police tents in her garden as officers searched her home, arrested her husband, the former SNP Chief Executive Peter Murrell, who was then later released without charge. Now, there's been some speculation that Nicola Sturgeon had been tipped off that all this was going to happen before she resigned as SNP leader and First Minister. Today, she flatly denied that, and she actually seemed quite emotional when she admitted that it had all been traumatic.
This is not the easiest time. I'm not saying that for sympathy, it is what it is. But I'm determined to get on with the job that I am doing. I'm working from home, have been working from home. You've all got colleagues outside my house, so you probably know that. I've been in my constituency. It's good to be back here in Parliament, and I'm going to get on with representing my constituents.
Have you been questioned by the police?
No.
Do you expect to be questioned
That's
by
a matter.
the police?
I'm not going to get into any aspect of the police investigation.
Have you ever had a burner phone? Have you ever had a burner phone?
No.
What is going on, First Minister? A lot of your supporters really want to know what is really happening at the moment.
Look, one of the frustrating things just now, and I'm not complaining about this, I understand the process that is underway, but one of the frustrating aspects of that is that I'm not able to give my version of what is going on just now. Hopefully the time will come when I can do that. So I appreciate the concern, I appreciate the frustration, but that is the nature of the process that is underway right now.
Do you owe Humza Yousaf an apology for the state you've handed the party to him in?
I think Humza's doing, in very, very difficult circumstances, an outstanding job. I have become ever more convinced, and I was already convinced of this, that he's going to be a very fine First Minister. I understand the view that some people might have, that I knew this was all about to unfold and that's why I walked away. Nothing could be further from the truth. I could not have anticipated in my worst nightmares what would have unfolded over the past few weeks. I believe the SNP, notwithstanding the real difficulties that surrounds the party just now, is in good shape, and I think Humza will take it to even better things.
But are you saying you didn't know the state of the party you were handing on as leader?
Look, the party that I led for 8 years was successful beyond precedence in Scottish politics.
But that's not the party you've handed on to Humza Yousaf, is it?
I believe the SNP, as you know, we will see in times to come, is a successful party. All parties after 16 years in government will have issues that it needs to confront. I'm not talking about the specific issues that we're talking about right now, and the SNP will renew as it has done in the past, and I believe the SNP is a party in touch with the people of Scotland, delivering for the people of Scotland, and I think it will go on to greater success.
Did you know about the camper van, for example? Did you know about the camper van, for example?
Look, I am not going to go into anything that is subject to police investigation. Clearly the camper van is in that category, and I'm not going to go into these things. I'm not going to get into any aspect of things that the police are investigating.
And Colin, Nicola Sturgeon wasn't the only politician speaking at the Parliament today.
No, a week ago, First Minister Humza Yousaf was preparing his big government relaunch when the SNP Treasurer, Colin Beattie, was arrested. He was also later released without charge as part of the police investigation, which has been called Operation Branchform. Now, he was also back in Parliament today, and he told the media that because of that ongoing police investigation, there was very little he could say.
It's an ongoing police investigation, so there's very little I can say.
But what state do you leave the SNP in and the SNP's finances?
Well, the SNP's in the black.
So you're not going bust, you're a going concern?
We're a going concern, definitely.
Why are you finding it so hard to find an auditor then if you're a going concern?
Partly that's a market situation.
Did you know about the motorhome purchase and did you sign it off?
No, I didn't know about it.
So not much that he could say, but according to the opposition, what he did was drop a real bombshell. Both the Conservatives and Labour are asking how he could be Treasurer and not know about the £100,000 being spent by the SNP on a motorhome. Now, Nicola Sturgeon wouldn't say today whether she knew anything about the motorhome. She did say that she would be staying on as an MSP, but she doesn't know if she'll be questioned by the police. And it's, you know, until everybody's got to wait basically until their investigation moves on, because until that happens, the First Minister can get the focus away from the SNP and onto the government.
Colin at the Scottish Parliament, thank you.